Welcome. I hope you recognize that as a way to communicate with us.
Oh, hey, whoa.
Look, guys.
Everything's going on.
Guys.
Well, there was something that responded.
I bet you can't do that again, can you?
Is it time for us to go? And we'll be back.
Tucked away in central Kansas is the small town of Stafford. Some say there are others residing in this farming community besides the living. Old School Paranormal was called in to check out 4 buildings in the downtown district that have claims of some rather unusual things going on. Most of the claims come from the former Farmers National Bank.
It burned in 1905 in February, and they rebuilt this building. It was up and running in 6 months, just in November of 1905. It was a bank back then, and it was a bank until 1978. And these embossers, we have one from the Ku Klux Klan of Stafford.
What?
And there's very little evidence that they existed, but that embosser is about all we know. They were in existence for I think about 6 years, and then I think the state of Kansas outlawed them.
Former tenant Mia Ishelman knows all too well the strange things that went on in the bank building.
She told me she would hear noises like people walking up the steps or walking above her, and then she would see sort of a visage in the window upstairs.
I had a salon on the other side of this wall and had gone in and completely refurbished it, and was here like till middle of the night when I was doing it for the first 3-4 weeks. There's all kinds of noise and activity upstairs from that. There's footsteps, and there's been a few times that I'd be like, okay, stop. It would stop sometimes, and sometimes it'd make a big boom, and that happened a lot. I was working on a client one day, and I had a broom that I'd put up against the wall. I happened to look around, and the broom's standing straight up in the middle of the room by itself. My girl that worked for me, she was standing there talking to me. You know, I nudge her just quietly because I didn't want to disturb my client. She freaks out, and I catch the broom. That happened a lot. It never was scary or anything. This room has a lot of activity when I was, this was the last room that I did because this wasn't a client room, but I'd be in there working and you'd hear stuff in here.
With the weather that night cold and rainy, we certainly had our work cut out for us. Coupled with the fact that Stafford seemed to sit under a 10,000-mile long flock of geese heading south as quickly as possible.
God, look at all of them up there. Steve, Neil, Scott, and Kevin, we mean you no harm. If there's anybody down here or in this building, we're not here to remove you from this building. We respect the fact that if you are here, you're in some ways tied to this building or a particular object in this building. We ask that you communicate with us in any way that you are able to.
Perhaps there's someone down here from the early days of Stafford. Maybe you're walking or remembering walking through the tunnels down here, going from store to store.
Welcome. I hope you recognize that as a way to communicate with us. That's
That was an unusual pattern there, guys.
Yeah.
Right. It didn't last very long.
No, and it was quick. It was quickly
Yeah.
around it.
The device that you lit up on the desk there, it's called a periscope. It's because the lights light up around at 360 degrees. And when you move, it picks up your movement, and it'll move the lights in the same direction that you move. Are you tied to that desk? Is that a desk that maybe you sat in when you were a student in the school? So Michael actually called us to come check out this building and a few other buildings downtown Stafford. And he called us because he's witnessed and heard very strange things that go on, particularly in this building. You're not.
What sounded like movement in the adjacent room was actually an EVP, both heard live and recorded. Although the first two sounds were inaudible and probably not a voice, the third sounded like a female saying, "Okay."
Back in the other room?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you hear it, Neil?
Nope. I need to take my hood off.
I heard.
I heard something.
Movement?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of it sounded like maybe movement, yeah.
Kevin, are you watching the K2?
Is it going?
I thought I saw a blip, but that
I
could have
didn't
been
see it.
something out of the corner of my eye, too.
When I laid it down, but that was just because it jolted.
Is there anything electric down here that could set those off?
And there's a breaker box right behind you.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell us what that door is made for or was used for?
We thought maybe we heard some movement from this room or from this area earlier when we were over the other side of the basement. Is someone down here with us? If so, please light up one of our devices, one of our pieces of equipment.
Can you tell us what this room was used for? What was that door used for? Where did that door lead to?
Were there illegal activities that went on down here?
Was there gambling?
I was thinking gambling or
Prostitution at some point?
we hope that you're trying to communicate with us, to talk to us, to let us know who you are. That's why we're here.
Are you a lady of the night? There's different ways to communicate. You can also tap on the walls, bang on the walls, on the floor, light up our devices. Is it okay that we're here with you? Or do you want us to leave? I got one of those feelings like it's overtaking my body. I don't know what it is. I don't know, it might be chills, I don't know. I'm like shaking. We got K. You want to grab my K2 or you got yours? I don't know. Is it colder over here?
That's yours, Neil? I got maybe a little bit.
Okay, maybe it's just. See, to me it felt weird. Not like air.
And somebody lined up this blue. Ah!
Oh, you okay?
Ah.
Charlie horse?
No. What's wrong?
Oh.
What's wrong? God. Felt like something fucking chunk out of my leg.
Are you serious?
Yes. There's not a nail or anything. I didn't. Is there a sticking out of wood? Maybe two.
No, there's nothing. Not that low.
Right in the hamstring. It's not a cramp either. Like a bit or yeah, it's like something just.
Well, I think
Is something in here with us?
I think your brother needs to check your your butt or whatever.
Hey, what's going on in this room, huh?
Son of a.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'm not scared of you.
I don't know if I want.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if I want to stand over here anymore. I don't know if I want to stand over here.
I'm not saying it's paranormal or anything like that, but holy crap.
If somebody's here with us and you don't like us here,
Just tell us.
just light up one of these devices.
Well, Steve, you were standing about where Scott is. Anyway.
Yeah.
You were close to the wall.
Sure. No, I wasn't.
Because it was like when I was getting that uneasy feeling.
Well, I was starting to say, you need to light up the device with the blue light, and then. Come on, you.
Is that you making my K2 light up?
Do you have something over there?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, some activity.
Holy.
There won't be any electricity there.
Were you the one that grabbed or bit the back of my.
Were you hiding in this corner?
I made the move here. I was going to see if that turned on, but. That's Scott that made the.
Holy smokes, that thing's going on.
I just got a cool breeze, a cool draft.
Okay,
Oh, I just got a hit right there.
I saw it. I don't like that feeling. Who's over in the corner? Come on out, you coward.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if there's air coming in over there or what, but it is a lot colder. over
Yeah,
there.
it is cooler over here.
Yeah, you said you
Of
felt
course, this is
stuff.
an exterior wall, but it's under.
It's underground, so you shouldn't be getting that. Yeah.
I'm sitting in the exact same place it was. There's nothing now.
Where'd you move to?
Probably behind me.
When Steve asked the question, where'd you move to? Well, there was something that responded. Was there not?
Mm-hmm. I heard a.
Serious?
Yeah, I heard so too.
Yeah, yeah.
You heard that too, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
After the pain subsided, Scott was delegated to check out the back of his brother's leg. There were no scratches, bruises, or any kind of mark on the back of Steve's leg.
And we'll be back.
I'm not scared us off. We're just.
Don't take your gun with us.
I didn't like the feelings of that room. That would be the perfect way to describe it. It wasn't the normal feeling.
Anybody who worked in this bank, are you still with us? Or are you with us? Are you still here?
Oh, Periscope. I know, I was just getting ready to go over there.
Where's it sitting at, Scott?
Right over this first color window. And it's going back and forth between yellow and green. Now it's gone to orange.
Would motion set, because I hit the counter.
Can you make that, the colors go the other way? Go back to a green?
There is an entity lighting that up. Like Scott said, can you make it move and change colors for us, please? Can you follow me?
There you go. Keep going.
Catch up with me. Why don't you come over by me?
What if I moved over here? Would you follow me?
The light will follow you.
Actually, it's starting to go the other direction, Neil.
You someone that maybe worked at the bank? The original bank?
So is there anybody in the bank building with us? You can talk through this device. What is your name? With the person who set up the periscope, can you tell us your name?
Is Ruth Shockley here? Ruth, can you say your name over that device, please? Was that you who knocked over the mannequin about 15, 16 years ago? Is there a reason you're keeping it on that color? I need you to move it to the next color over, either to the left or to the right. Doesn't make any difference. It's interesting that one light is lit.
Yeah.
It's staying lit.
Well, that's where it stopped the last time, the first time, Scott, too.
Yeah, that's true. I have $2 silver in my pocket. One from 1888 and one from 1904. I'm going to set them by this device over here on the glass counter, okay? They're yours. All you have to do is light up that device. I'll make another deal too. If you knock over that mannequin with the hat, you can have one. What do you guys think? Upstairs?
Yeah.
I think so too. I think we can stay somewhere as long as it stays active.
It was time to head upstairs to the second level of the old bank building, a labyrinth of rooms filled with treasured relics of Stafford County's past.
We've had reports of noises up here, and if you're attached to the building or the furniture that's in here or the offices. So I'm guessing there's a lot of people through this building. You've seen doctors.
Did you come see a doctor in this building? What was the doctor's name?
Did you hear like a tag 5 seconds ago before Steve talked? I heard a something like that.
Is there someone with us attached to that ballot box for the Knights Templar? For the Masons?
Maybe you're attached to one of the military pieces of equipment in here and just noticed that and wanted to go see what it was. Moppin. Lucille Moppin.
Lucille Moppin.
Are you up here with us?
This is where you used to work on the switchboards.
Do you just stay on this floor of the building, on this level? Or do you move from one level to the other?
Scott, I don't know if I did it, but this deal with the female dress just moved.
It just moved?
It moved.
As you can see, when Neil leaned up against the door, it caused the mannequin to fall back. It's important as a team that we continue to debunk events before classifying them as paranormal.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay.
Dang.
That's all right.
No, that freaked me out for a second. Yeah, that's what it is.
Feel some coldness?
Oh yeah. Very, yeah, it's just, yeah. Yep, there it is. Oh yeah. Ooh. Head to toe. Is that you, Ruth?
Do you have a fire light on you?
Uh-uh.
The moment Neil felt coldness upon him, the K2 to his left started to go off and in some cases seemed to respond to direct questions.
And that wasn't just the outside temperature either, because I've been standing here for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was. Oh, we were talking about Lucille.
Yeah. Lucille Maupin? Is that you? I know that Mia, who had her hair salon below you, she was not scared of you. In fact, she liked you. Did you like her as well? I was also asking if you if you're able to go to different levels of the building, different floors.
That's right. So there's all kinds of devices in this room. Furniture. I know this was a doctor's office at one point. If you let us know that you're here with us.
What kind of ailment did you come see the doctor for? Did you just knock?
Nope. I heard it too.
Where'd it come from? Okay. Steve and Kevin heard a knock. We're in the doctor's office. We need somebody to communicate. We know somebody's up here.
Lucille, I want to know if that was you who stood up those brooms, or that broom downstairs. And it wasn't leaning against anything, it just was standing straight up and down. Was that you?
And if it was, you can tell us yes by going over to the blue light and making that change colors.
Mrs. Morrison. That's creepy. Sit right next to a mannequin. Mrs. Morrison? Are you still here trying to teach your children? Your pupils?
You guys had any action?
We heard a thump or something. Not sure where it came from.
I think we might have met Lucille.
You guys have anything?
We might have met Lucille.
Serious?
So you guys have had action in here?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We started talking about Lucille. Kevin, when you're listening to your recorder, just note that this big pipe back here, there's rain coming down off the roof, and you're hearing that, yeah. So.
Okay.
I need you to give me a sign of your presence. Somebody is up here. Can you tell me what year it is? Well, here comes a question that may be difficult for you. But do you know that you are deceased? You are dead. Are you aware of that fact? I want somebody to come out and communicate with me. Hey, Kevin? Neil? Kevin? Anyone? Hey, I was sitting in there. I was just going to do a testimonial real quick. So, there it is again. Okay, so I was asking questions like, and saying things like, you know, you're dead, right? You know, I know it's not, this is a very difficult question to ask, but do you realize you're dead, you're deceased? So I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I heard this tap, tap. And it was coming from my right. I was sitting in that chair with a little banner thing on it, so it was coming around those bookshelf. There was nothing over there.
A door.
A door.
I was back behind it.
You were?
Yeah, there's a room back there.
How long ago were you back there?
I don't know. 5 minutes ago or so.
Oh no, this is like within the last 90 seconds. I want somebody to come out and communicate with me.
After syncing up our personal night vision cameras, you can see that while Steve was in the classroom, Kevin was 2 rooms away at the time the knocks were heard, and not in the room behind the door.
Hey, Kevin?
I was back here 5 minutes or so, you know. So I don't know if I was back here when you were hearing that or not, or if I had already left.
Well, I mean, did you pick up any of this stuff? Or?
No, nothing. I just stood in here. I didn't do anything. I was shining my light at this door. Did you see it? Okay. But yeah, that's the only thing I did. I just stood in here.
What do you think, fellas?
I think we need to move on.
So.
As we were leaving the second floor, an audio recorder in the military room caught this EVP. It sounds as if someone is calling out to Kevin, one of the investigators on the team.
We have some devices in these rooms. They won't hurt you. We're not here to kick you out or scare you.
Mia told us of the broom.
Mia felt like it was, there was a lot of noises coming from upstairs.
This room has a lot of activity when I was at, this was the last room that I did because this wasn't a client room.
Oh, they're two lit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That had never happened to you.
No.
Boom, they're gone.
That was quick.
So Mia felt like it was Lucille here that was operating a switchboard upstairs, directly upstairs. Is that who is in here with us this evening?
So, are you the one that made the broom stand up by itself? In the middle of the floor? How'd you pull that off?
Stomp on the floor. Knock on the floor.
Because you don't have enough energy.
I got an idea. Why don't you try to finish this? Yeah, Steve. Good job. I'm glad you could do that. Let's try it again without Steve. All right, finish
I was
this.
just trying to give him the answer.
I'm not doing it a third time.
Oh, I didn't resist. He said not Steve.
That is true.
See, we like to have fun.
Oh boy, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Your geophone just like flashed over there.
What color?
I don't know. I just saw it. I mean, it's cut out of the corner of my eyes. I mean,
Blue light? I have one.
I don't
All right, well, we're leaving.
I don't want to get up. If you guys do anything at all. Well, look, guys.
Everything's going on.
Guys,
What?
my geo.
Yeah.
That's
What the You haven't done anything, right?
no.
What does that mean?
That's the EMF detector.
Are you turning the water on?
Did that happen when I said you couldn't do anything?
Yeah.
Steve, where's your walkie?
Right here.
Okay, so it's not being pushed.
No, I'm gonna test it though. Oh, it's not even on? It's not even on.
Okay.
Mine's not on either.
Mine's on, but it ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why would it be just going off like that?
You want us to stay?
It's only done that one other time, and that was at Hodgman in the courthouse.
Something to do with the lights above you?
There's no power. Something's going on.
This is different. This is not paranormal.
Just all of it.
Yeah, but all of us.
All of a sudden?
Well, it has been sitting there for 15 minutes, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming back in further now.
Is there power back here? I mean, can you turn on lights?
I don't think so.
That's
I
what we
tried
tried.
earlier when we were back here when we were talking to her.
Okay, I'm thinking about moving this geophone. Okay.
Look, it's still going. So it is right with the K2.
Whoa. There's a high EMF.
So why here? Okay, here's the breaker box.
Well, yeah, but
It's like I said, it sat up there for 15 minutes.
So what's below us? Why is it up on the orange? Oh,
Yeah, what would be below us?
Well,
Is
I
that
think
where
it's that one
Steve's-
room, yeah.
Where Steve,
Got bit.
what if we moved him to that side of the room on the floor? To move him
I
back?
have never seen my K2 or any of this stuff do this ever. Nothing. See, it's down onto the second. Oh, there it goes.
So are we dealing with something paranormal? I don't know. I'm not ready to jump out and say it's paranormal, but it is
I don't think
interesting
it is.
that we sat there for 15 minutes.
Okay, this is usually old weak wiring that doesn't have much shit, you know.
It's
like-
shielded.
Yeah, exactly.
But again,
I've never seen wiring that strong.
it sat there.
Well, I want to go downstairs.
It's going away.
I'm stepping off here.
All right.
$17.
17 steps. There's no way that wall or that room goes that deep.
yeah, I'm gonna go look on the outside there.
Oh, hey, whoa, your periscope's going off. It's doing that dual thing again.
It was dual,
Yeah.
and then it quit.
Guys,
My K2 is on the floor and doing nothing now, and the periscope was going around in circles, and then that's when everything just stopped again.
okay, well, Neil and I are on the exterior of the wall. He's checking to see what could be down there.
Yeah, it's wooden floor.
So there's got to be an access to that other side.
See anything?
Yeah, there's along that wall. Well, I'm thinking it's
Look, look, it went,
that was done.
it's done. And that's when your thing went around in circles. It was right when it quit. Look, not a darn thing, nothing.
That's interesting.
Okay, well then, why wouldn't that have been going?
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah.
I mean, why did it take 15 minutes?
Right,
And now,
I agree.
according to what Kevin said, K2's not really doing anything.
So what? Yeah, what would
I know.
flow like that? I mean,
Nothing. There is nothing. We've had it right up against electrical currents, right up against breaker boxes where there's 220, and it doesn't give you that strong of a.
well, for it to stop, that's the thing. There's nothing there now.
I can't tell you if that's paranormal to being that strong, but I don't know. I mean, because that's all I guess about EMF being paranormal anyway.
Right.
But what would cause that much EMF? That's actually not very real healthy.
Down by the sewer line, and then that bigger one up there, but it wouldn't surge through it like that. I mean, yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
So, I bet you can't do that again, can you? Did you run out of energy again? I thought you were going to turn on the water. They're right there.
Is all that energy coming from below us and trying to get through to this level?
Okay, look. Okay,
Nothing now?
okay, this is what happens. This thing started going in circles with two of them again, and that stopped.
I mean, there is a couple conduits running underneath here.
That was an incredible amount of EMF, and
Huge
with EMF, it can cause paranoia. It
Yes,
can
it
cause illusions, delusions.
That's
and,
right.
You know,
It's not
you
healthy,
to
actually.
see or hear things that really aren't there.
Yes.
So, maybe, maybe she thought she saw the broom standing up.
Well, so there's a couple things that goes through my mind here.
Okay.
What was here at one time? Maybe before this building, or is it with the land?
I don't know.
Or
It's hard.
is there something underneath with burial?
Right.
Scott, you went outside. Nothing. No access. Did you access to?
No, I just went. Yeah, no. Now all the electrical stuff is like on the wall there.
So, in order for you to impress us, light those up again.
Yeah, we were talking about leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's time for us to leave.
After evidence review, we determined that some sort of electronic timing device was in play, as the devices went off for 13 minutes, then turned off for 24 minutes, back on for 13, and repeated that cycle. Such an incredible amount of EMF being emitted could have very well caused former tenant Mia and her employees to experience the strange happenings that occurred in that room. This wasn't the first time Old School Paranormal had investigated a Masonic building. The now vacant building in Stafford had never been explored by a paranormal investigation team. As you will soon see, there were still some former Masons who were ready to communicate with us.
See, I couldn't even set the clock or anything. I couldn't hear that.
What was that?
That was a train.
Yeah. Nope.
What?
Yeah.
We come in peace and respect. We want to join this organization. Do we have to go through initiation?
So who lit up that train device? Can you do that again?
You lit up that train, which requires touching it.
We want voted in. What do we have to do?
We're going to give you a method of communication. We want you to use it. We want you to tell us who you are.
Tell us your name.
Tom, were you a Mason?
Yes or no? Is there more than one person here? Is it okay that we are here?
No. Did you guys hear a no? Should we leave?
Which one of us should leave? One? That's what I heard.
Is this where the new candidates met before they came out to meet the congregation, so to speak, I guess?
What meetings took place in this room?
What was it used for?
Is this where you threw on the guard before going out into the meeting area?
Could be, they got all this
Yeah.
hanging space right
Oh, it was? I'll take that as a yes.
Keep moving around, please.
Short-lived again, huh?
Yeah.
Did you lose all your energy? Use all your energy? Is this where the heads of the lodge met? Why is there a bell on this door over here?
Was this a secret room?
Oh, boys.
Move on.
So it does bother you that we're in here? It does bother you. You make that light travel around that device. Take it towards Scott.
Yeah, that's right. You're going the right direction.
Are you showing off for the camera? You want to come around here and see me too? We have nothing but respect. For the Masons and all that they have done.
Are you proud to be a Mason?
So you are proud to be a Mason?
Yeah, I'd say that's a yes.
Thank you.
So you should be proud to have been a Mason. We just asked a question a little bit ago if they were proud to be a Mason, and the rim went up. Strong?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
Was this lodge used for more than just the Eastern Star? If it was, light up that device again. Thank you.
So the four of us were in Salina at the former Masonic temple. Big, big building. Had you ever been there before? You recognize that, huh? Yeah, I've been whispering.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Should more people become Masons?
like us to join the Masons?
Yeah, tag female voice, exactly.
11:44.
That way.
Yep.
Well, I think we're gonna have to head.
I think we want to kind of warn our welcome,
Yeah,
but that's
so,
awesome. We
Yeah.
appreciate your time. Yes.
It was time to brave the elements and dart across rain-soaked Main Street to the Milton Auto Museum. What we were particularly interested in investigating was the old horse-drawn hearse that impressively sat near the entrance to the building.
My name is Steve.
my name's Neil.
I'm Scott.
Michael?
Probably already know Michael.
Yeah, we're not here to harm or anything. We just want to visit, find out who might be with us.
Were you or a loved one transported to your final resting place in this hearse?
Okay, so you can communicate with us through this device. You know that we're up here. What is your name? Can you tell us your name?
Samuel Peacock, are you here with us tonight?
Surprised your periscope hasn't gone off.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't go off just
It's a rare
all the time. Yeah. Would you kindly show Michael how some of these devices work? If there's anybody here attached to maybe this hearse or these beautiful old cars or the wagon or any object in this building, if you're attached to it, we're not here to tell you to leave. This is your place, so we can't tell you to leave. We're just trying to find out from Michael if there's anybody here and what your name is. Can you help us out, please? Welcome to the world of paranormal investigating. Because sometimes it gets pretty exciting, and then sometimes. Oh, Periscope. Yep. Thank you. All the rods on there are all different colors.
Okay.
And so we'll see if it kind of makes its way around. And it picks up, it's static. Electricity is what it's detecting.
Okay.
And it kind of points to the direction where it's sensing that static come from.
Did it still go up?
Yep, it's on green. Thank you. Are you pointing to Michael?
Probably know me really well.
Kind of stuck on that color, aren't they?
There's a lot of names on this wagon cover. Or saw a lot of miles on the trail. There haven't been anybody that signed this still attached in some way.
You know, we came to this building thinking that most attachments we would be able to communicate with would be with the hearse, but you know, maybe we're wrong. Guys, it's midnight, you said?
Yeah.
We're gonna move to the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
The final building that had not been investigated yet was the Crawford Annex building, filled with historic medical, military, and household artifacts. Also, Stafford's first hand-dug well, dating back to 1874.
First European descendants showed up here in Stafford County.
The well's whereabouts was unknown until architects discovered it when remodeling the building.
And so they asked us if they could preserve it for us with this, so they did.
That is
and so then we're standing
awesome.
where people gathered when there were no trees and no buildings and no anything.
Michael, can you remind me of the claims? I know there's a few, but remind me of the claims of the buildings. Are there any in this building?
None that I know of here. I mean, I know there was, there's been activity here ever since the county started, but I've never heard any stories.
Okay.
I'm Kevin here, just trying to communicate. So if there's somebody here with us, can you let us know who you are? Whoa. What? We just had a train go off.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to get away from. I'm not even close.
No, you're not. Where are you at, guy?
Oh yeah, you weren't even. I hadn't moved.
So is there some kind of attachment to the
Washing machine? Or the soap boxes?
Do you like those?
There it goes again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing it probably has to do something with the location, not the device or item it's sitting on.
Yeah, probably could.
What made you choose this area right here? If you're attached to the area,
I'm impressed.
Are you one of the first homesteaders here in Stafford County?
Maybe.
did you help dig the first well? How did you know where to dig?
Did you use dowsing rods? Hold on, they have this. Yes.
Is somebody here that helped dig this well?
We have several devices there that you can light up and let us know.
Oh, there we
go.
Okay, both K2s.
Thank you for lighting those up. Can you do that again, please? See, they're not going to hurt you.
When you discovered the well, did you send notice to other family members out east to come and join you here?
Did you travel to Stafford, Kansas from somewhere out east, like Philadelphia, New York?
While we didn't hear it at the time, we were just about to get a clear, direct response to one of our questions.
Well, guys,
Well, let me ask, would you like us to leave? Would you like us to leave? Would you like us to leave?
I'm kind of interested if we don't go back over
Oh,
there, right?
wow, did you see that?
What happened there?
It blew clear up to a red.
What?
Yes, it did.
Really?
Yep. That was awesome. That was wonderful.
You're flashing again over here, Steve.
your thing's going nuts.
What?
Your
Yep.
thing's going nuts.
Yeah, it is.
What the heck?
What is causing that, guys?
And the train.
If there's water flow that would cause static electricity through a pipe,
But yeah,
but not that strong. There's no.
well, there's not a constant flow of water either.
Well, but it comes and
I don't
goes.
think there's an actual water line. There is a sewer line. Looks to me like running underneath there, along with a couple conduits.
Okay, but there wouldn't be that much flow at this time
No.
of night.
They're not even with water.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But see, all three devices are maxed
Hey.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting weaker. Look.
Yeah,
Look
your
at mine.
tattoos.
It's getting weaker. It's going away, guys. Whatever it is definitely dropping. So it's like, and this is the area she said.
Yeah.
They would turn the water on.
So that goes back to what I was saying before. With a high EMF field, that's where you get your hallucinations. You get your anxiety increases. That's what the EMF field does to you. But I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I've nothing like this. It's
This is weird. There you go.
And then it just stops.
See what I
They
told you?
all stopped.
Yeah.
This is what I told you happened last time.
Wow.
all three devices. We have no idea what's causing that.
It is strong. Here's
Reasoning.
here's an example. If you would take it up by this breaker box, I mean, technically, it's not even doing anything.
But if you, is it open? Oh yeah.
They're all on.
Yeah, they're all on.
So there's electricity in here. I mean, that's just because
You're
I'm
bumping it up.
bumping it. But, I mean, usually you get a little something.
Especially on a breaker box.
Yeah. This, yeah. And so, I mean,
And they all three shut off at the exact same time.
That's just weird.
Yeah, that is. That's interesting.
I don't know. Welcome to our world.
Just as we thought the events of that evening were over, as the team was beginning to tear down the equipment to wrap up the evening, investigator Kevin Sauer noticed a broken doll in the middle of the floor in one of the upstairs rooms of the former Begg building, a place on the floor where it would have been very obvious to someone walking around that room. This particular room had no cameras or audio recorders in it. How the doll broke and how it ended up on the floor broken into pieces is a mystery we will most likely never be able to solve.
All the pieces would have had to go together over there.
So this was a recent doll you just
Yes,
got in
it's
your
a very
collection?
recent accession. Yes, I can't remember exactly when, but within the last 2 years. It didn't just fall off of something. Even if it had fallen from anywhere where the dolls are, it wouldn't have gone out to the middle of the floor like that, I don't think.
While our early December 2016 investigation provided some answers of the activity going on at the Stafford County Museum complex, it's clear that for one reason or another, some former residents of Stafford have chosen to stick around.